Oh, don't forget to set your Discord on busy.
Hello. How is everyone? I'm not alone. I'm with Neko and
Is this
Kovic.
thing on?
It is. We have a new OBS and nothing is set from which I'm streaming.
Yeah, we went
Say
into
streaming this
circles.
game has made your PC into an infernal machine. Okay, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here it
yeah, we
starts.
went into a great circle for that.
Yeah. So
Don't worry, I have an Emperor's Tomb of battery.
Very, very occasionally buffering.
okay.
That codec overloaded error is back.
So everything worked when we tested and now it doesn't again.
Yeah, this is annoying.
Okay, one moment. Doesn't work well. Can you still hear me, Neko?
Yeah, I can still hear you. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up.
I don't know how about you, but I have low FPS even in this Discord stream.
That's strange. Yeah, the game...
Now it says dropping frames, actually. I noticed.
Now is the test going so fine, and then as soon as we do the live thing, it's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
yeah. Let's kill this thing. Okay, one moment.
What, the game got stuck now?
Yeah. It doesn't want to die, actually. Finally. Okay, Neko, is the stream okay now? Without the game?
I noticed the dropped frames are not dropping anymore.
Okay.
Can't believe Klamath has all these issues with this game, and meanwhile, my PC can run speedruns just fine. It's like a lottery.
And today's lottery is going to not Clement.
So the stream is okay now? Can I restart the game?
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up.
Good thing that I have the camera on me because it's the only thing you can see now. Okay, let's see if I start the game again.
Okay, in terms of your camera, you clearly see the camera is moving fine.
Okay. Let's try again with the game.
Something joke of a circle.
Setting up for this stream feels like we're running in circles.
In a great one. But this game is Clement's Temple of Doom.
Man, but the game is really good. I love it. What's your opinion, Kovic, of it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I guess if I should criticize something, then it's there's not enough action set pieces, I think.
Okay, we have image on stream.
The answer is yes.
On YouTube stream, I mean.
Again, the answer is yes.
Okay, then we can start. So I'm here with Kovic, who already started speedrunning the game, and with Neko, of course.
Of course.
But you'll see only my head tonight. I hope it's fine.
My ugly mug is hidden. Okay.
And let's start from the beginning. Actually, I want to play on hard because I find the moderate too easy. And this is the setting for puzzles.
Yes.
I play on moderate, of course.
Yeah, and you have a Neko and a Kovic here. So for puzzles, you're fine.
So for the puzzles, what the setting does is it actually makes the puzzles simpler with less combinations. So for the speedruns, we play on light because it's faster.
Oh. I could never have guessed that.
And the game starts with a classic scene from the first movie. The beginning
I have
of
never seen
basically.
the scene.
You didn't play the game yet?
Yeah, of course.
Is this an Infernal Machine reference? Are we back to Peru?
I don't know if we're gonna be in Peru after this scene, I mean. But don't spoil it. Neko. Kovic.
I haven't beaten the game. I'm like still in the second chapter or something. Second part in Prague.
In Prague? Oh, okay.
Could be watching us. Bobitos don't like intruders.
Relax.
You know what's funny? One of the actors who played one of the companions here of Indy, years later, in Spider-Man 2, he plays Dr. Octopus. I find it always a very funny fact.
This is basically the tutorial.
I really like this decision actually.
This was Forrestal's favorite.
Because it's the perfect way to introduce you to the game mechanics seamlessly. Because if you're an Indiana Jones fan, then you know exactly what you're meant to do here at every step. And so all you need to be told is how that translates into the mechanics, right? When there's the whip scene later, you know that you need to use the whip, and you just need to learn how. And it's so super smooth. I really like this as a design decision.
I agree with that. But you mentioned the whip, and now I have something to criticize myself. Is for me, my keyboard layout is a bit different than the standard QWERTY layout.
Vitas are near. Poison is still fresh, 3 days. They're following us.
If they knew we were here, they would have killed us already.
And hitting F for the whip is a bit awkward for me.
Neko, use a controller. The game is perfect
No.
with a controller. I mean it. It's
No.
really perfect.
When I launched it on Steam for the first time, I even got a pop-up saying, "We think this game is best played on a controller," but I told them to piss off because I want my keyboard and mouse.
Same.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's perfect. I don't find any problems with the controller. I really enjoyed the
No,
other
I
side
mean,
too.
I think objectively there is something to it, because I think the combat, like the fist fighting, actually would be very comfortable on a controller compared to keyboard and mouse, because I would need more mouse buttons.
Well, there is a problem with that, and that was the thing I was going to point out. You can't assign additional mouse buttons to the controls. I tried.
Interesting, I didn't know that. I
You don't have
use
any
those
problems
normally.
with the controller.
Blue.
But it's
we
weird
are-
that it doesn't work, because I need to test it. Because in Doom Eternal, which is the same engine, it does work.
Blue, we are reading the comments, but because we needed to reset up OBS, I can't show them on stream. And yes, I saw your thing about not being able to throw pasta.
Then I will ask you, Neko, when you answer a comment to also read it. Otherwise, I will not understand what you are answering.
Yeah, but my criticism, you can't throw spaghetti. Serious problem right there. My blue screen. Also, Zarky is in chat.
Welcome, Blue. Welcome, Darky. I know Darky also played a bit from the game, so no spoilers for him.
I have a spoiler. You play as Indiana Jones.
This is it. This is where Forrestal cashed in.
Friend of yours.
A competitor. He was good. He was very, very good.
Senor. Nobody has come out of there alive. Please.
You first, senor.
I need to ask you, what do you think about the voice actor? The impression for Indiana Jones?
He nails some lines. And
Troy
other
Baker
lines,
is his
yeah,
name.
He nails some lines, and in other lines you hear he tries to sound like Harrison Ford, but doesn't quite make it.
Be careful.
Yeah, I have a similar overall feeling. My criticism, if I were to like really specify it, is that sometimes he ends his sentences too soft. Because
Yeah.
a real Harrison Ford, he would growl all the way to the end of the sentence and like end it really abruptly. But Mr. Baker here, he sort of breathes off at the end and ends it soft. And that gives away that it's not actually Harrison Ford. But otherwise, I would say a lot of the mannerisms are really well done and well researched.
I agree. I'm not saying it's bad voice acting or anything, but
I would say it's a very good voice acting, but there are still some things that give away that it's not actually Harrison Ford from 1981.
Stay out of the light.
But I think definitely it's the best effort out of all the games thus far.
Man, I saw this scene so many times when I was little. On VHS.
It was. Just not good enough.
I was really impressed
I guess we'll find out.
with this beginning of the movie. Oops.
You got caught.
is he going to?
Did you
For
not
the
watch
third
the
time.
movie? You're supposed to go under the light.
And what I find very funny is I look back to Sepito, and he actually also walks a bit sideways and then underneath the lights. It's such an attention to detail that some games just skip, where traps suddenly don't work for NPCs.
But this guy will definitely work.
Must be said. I mean, there are occasional hiccups because it's a game, but for the most part, the NPCs are very well behaved in terms of not glitching around and stuff.
Let us hurry. There is nothing to fear here.
There's no Daikatana.
That's what scares me.
I had very occasional corners where I could get indie stuck, but they were pretty dang rare.
This is really interesting, though. This decision to change this element, make it into a puzzle. Very simple.
Not for me. It's the first time I died. Yeah.
That did it.
That's it.
I will give away a little trick, because it turns out that actually if you want, and if you go fast enough, you can imitate the movie and actually just run past all these tiles.
I
instead of
saw.
doing this.
Yeah, I saw in your speedrun.
You watched it. I didn't post my up-to-date one, because I got, 7 minutes faster?
Nice.
No, I didn't watch it because I didn't finish this game, so I was looking only at the beginning.
Oh, the music is spot on. That expression by Satipo was... That looks very goofy.
What I miss is like the wave thing where he goes like rubbing his thumb over his fingers.
Give me the whip.
Such a nice thing.
Give me the whip.
Adiós, señor.
Chris says, "Hey guys, I'm still working. Hope to see you later. If you are still streaming when I'm done."
Hello, Chris. We are waiting for you.
Here's another little change from the movie. And it's a really interesting one that they decided to do it. Because in the film, when he goes past the door as it's closing, He goes back and grabs his whip that Satipo left lying there.
Adios,
Takes the
Peter.
whip back. But here, Wood is nowhere to be seen, and he drops his hat and he reaches for his hat.
America. It's all in America.
Man, I knew 10 years. I learned to hate you in the last 10 years. Well, where the hell were you? Damn it, don't you leave me down here by myself!
Surprised! It's all a dream.
No, this game doesn't use tropes. What are tropes, anyways?
Marcus.
What's that exit? It's like a labyrinth.
Lightweight.
Yeah, I'm as well.
What the devil?
What I really like is how they use the font from the movies, also in the game here.
Yeah.
Damn kids. Someone's getting expelled tonight. Those are big footprints.
Well, Darky says, and Dr. Jones died in a cave squashed by a big boulder.
Gotta be
Something N64 returned to Peru Street.
Blue screen says Dumbledore dies. We'll see about that.
And then Darky says, he didn't play Boulder Dajana. And Blue says now we have to fight Count Dracula.
All right, pal. You can't sleep here. Who the hell are you? You asked for it. Whatever you're up to, pal, it ends now. This is a museum. Careful. Let go.
That went very well.
Yeah.
Is that the best you got?
Homunculus, non come touch it!
He fights like Bud Spencer, just the straight down knockdown.
So, Kovic, shall we begin going in circles with the jokes?
Indiana? I'd wondered where you'd got to. What happened?
Where did he go?
Who?
The giant.
I didn't see any giant.
I caught someone breaking into the museum. He was tall. He took something.
Well, did you see his face?
Scarred. Dark skin. He spoke some form of Latin.
Latin? Well, that is a novelty.
Come on, Marcus. We need to find out what he took.
Yes, righto. This display case has been ransacked. Is there anything missing?
Let's have a
For
look.
which I dare you 100% this game on speedrun.
We should look around for the exhibits that were in this.
We will have to route that out to be able to open the leaderboard for it.
A depiction of Bastet. No, the display has a Syrian flag. This thing isn't from Syria.
Quite right.
Now, I have to admit something here. I didn't notice Marcus walking up to the display case,
No, this
and
isn't right.
I was walking around the whole museum and the other part because it didn't click with me. The puzzle was here. And I was like, what does the game want me to do? And then I appreciate something else. This game doesn't have a lot of markers like, you need to go here, motherfucker, to go further.
Well, actually, that depends on the difficulty you choose. Because if you play on easy, you always have an objective marker.
Looks right, Indy.
Interesting.
Terracotta. Likely Babylonian out of Iraq.
I'm playing on medium in terms of
that's where the
difficulty,
relief
and of
belonged.
course, hard difficulty for puzzles because I am me.
You have hard for puzzles?
Ah, look at this.
Yeah, you know what
default.
I mean.
Oh.
You know what I mean.
It must be from Ras Shamra in Syria.
Duck one here. Right, Marcus?
Quite right.
Funerary mask, Brody.
Is that solid gold? Ah, well done, Indiana. So, is everything back?
Not quite.
Well, what's missing? SW 003. What was that?
Siwa expedition. He took the cat mummy, Marcus. But why?
Now, Blue, you're quite right.
Thief
You
may
have the
to
map,
prove to their identity.
but the
Yeah.
map doesn't
Let's keep looking.
show you the objective. It shows you where you are because it's a map. But
No, it shows you the objectives.
I feel
Yeah?
sorry
Actually,
for
yeah.
whoever has to clean up this mess.
I didn't notice that.
You remember that time the doctoral student snuck pigs into Dawson's office?
Ah, yes. I suppose it could be worse.
All volunteer militia enforce Mussolini's doctrinate of fascism on the streets, but some call these thugs bullying ordinary citizens. The MVSN, commonly known as the Black Shirts, is not uncommon sight on the streets of Rome, where they parade in all black attire, spreading the ideals of the fascist government. Many citizens view them as a uniting force, while others are hesitant to voice their true opinions of the Camille Nere.
Well, we need to think about reading all the news articles that we'll find because the game is full of it.
And you want me to have a voice at the end, I think.
Yeah, it will.
Well, I can read some of them.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe only some of them should be, which are more important. Because otherwise, I think we'll double the length of the streams.
Yeah, but it's us.
Okay,
Look worse for
We
I
will.
was just saying.
Must be something here to patch me up.
We will triple
sure
the
the
length
nurse
of the
won't
stream
mind
anyway,
that.
since you refuse to sneak
Just
by
fine.
enemies and kill everybody. So
And this guy chose to play on hard.
Actually, I am using stealth as much as I can in this game.
Which
You really have to. There's not too many instances in the game where you're invited to full-on action. You can do so if you choose and if you can handle it, but stealth is usually the name of the game. And I alluded to that previously. I think the game has too much stealth and not enough kind of sections like the truck chase in Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know, when you are where your cover is blown and everybody knows it, and you can just beat the hell out of some Nazis.
something I really enjoyed is that the main antagonist isn't a Nazi this time. Thank you.
What?
I told you, you didn't have to stay.
Nonsense. I wouldn't abandon a friend in need.
Who do you consider as the main antagonist?
We don't spoil.
Yeah, but Nekos already told us that he's in the beginning of the game, so...
Yeah, little detail.
Marcus, help me out here.
Coming, Indiana.
Anyway, the game is much better in terms of story than the previous two movies. My opinion, anyway.
Have you finally seen Dial of Destiny?
Not entirely. I've
think
seen half of it.
In terms of story, Dial of Destiny is possible. It's not like a badly written movie.
So you see that you have the objectives on map?
Yeah, that's interesting. Shows you how I don't even use the fucking map.
I did, on my first playthrough, deliberately try to open the diary as little as possible, try to figure the things on my own rather than following the objective marker like a monkey. And it lasted me, I think, about 15 hours. Towards the end, I got a bit annoyed.
A pendant, is it?
Must have got caught when he left through the window.
Let's retire to your office and figure this out.
Actually, I
Good
think
idea.
it was a good idea.
Somebody sure went to a lot of trouble to steal a cat mummy.
I saw a lot of people which were
You found it in
complaining about this,
Yeah,
that you
6
are
weeks ago.
guided with the
Something
map.
about that dig.
In a Indiana Jones game, which usually is heavy on puzzles.
Shall we start a very controversial subject? Darky saying Dial of Destiny is great.
I'll match that with an even more controversial take. Kingdom of the
looks Catholic to me, doesn't
Crystal Skull is better than Dial of Destiny.
It's the sigil of the Vatican secret archive, if I'm not mistaken.
This isn't just about a cat mummy, Marcus.
What are you going to do, Indiana?
I'll need my classes covered, of course.
Indiana,
Dawson seems the likely choice. Maybe Kittredge?
oh, look. Someone's left you a gift. How long has that been in there?
I haven't opened this suitcase for a year. Not since Cairo.
You aren't going to open it, Indiana? It's a beautiful journal, isn't it? Who's it from?
Doesn't say.
packing? And just where are you planning on going?
This will be only the essentials.
I see. You know,
Now,
you can talk to me, Indiana, about Marion.
There's nothing to say, Marcus.
Doggy says he loves the Indiana Jones
She
movies.
rang me. Did I tell you that? 2 months back, when you left for Siwa.
I
Have
love
you
the
also seen
first
the-
3. movies.
I am in the process of watching all the young Indiana Jones movies, which I own physically on DVD.
It wouldn't have made a difference. Shit.
You know
Which
the-
version of them is it?
This
The
kid with his
3
apples.
big box sets.
Save that for later.
Neko?
Dear Professor Jones, I want to thank you humbly for sending me your letter. Your findings undoubtedly piqued my interest, and I'm glad you're eager to help us to retrieve. You're scrolling too fast. To retrieve the Uppsala scroll. Of course, many years have now passed since we lost ownership of it, but I have a reason to believe that an ancient but very dangerous call behind the theft from Mr. Lawrence. There are rumors that one of its members owns an old castle west of Sigtuna? Yeah, Sigtuna. If you have the time and the opportunity, you're most welcome to join me. That we can try to find the Uppsala scroll together. I can arrange accommodations for you and your potential companions at the centrally located St. Persigan Persgaten 10 here in Uppsala. I await your reply. Sincerely, Professor August Borkman. God damn it, I'm
It's
tripping
not
over words.
Bjorkman?
Björk.
Bjork.
Or Björk.
Jurkman.
No, Björkman. It's more an sound. Dear Dr. Jones, read your own shit. Jones.
That's actually the girl from the movie, no?
Yeah. Artifact 21. Siwa. Beautifully crafted cat mummy. Odd piece. Discovered in an unmarked tomb in the Mountain of the Dead. Fuck that word. Of craftsmanship usually found in tombs of wealthy people. Unusually light weight. X-ray? There is something odd about this cat mummy. Can't quite put my finger on it.
That's where I put those notes.
What I find funny is that conversation you had with Marion. Indy and Marcus were just able to communicate through the fucking floor.
You can return in all the locations to find everything and do all the secondary quests, let's say. So I think we should advance more with the story, at least in the beginning, and if we want, we'll go back to all the areas later. What do you say?
Like a fixing stream.
Yeah.
100% completion stream.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know how to 100% the game, to be honest. I saw that it has a lot of things that are not listed in your journal, that you can do actions, bonus actions that are for which you are given some adventure points. The adventure points are used for upgrading your stats, basically.
You know, in game structure, this game reminds me a lot of when Tomb Raider 2013 came out. In general structure,
Comic books. New fad.
like especially with the adventure points and the XP and everything. Now, it's not completely the same take, of course, but it hits some similar beats in terms of game design, overall game design in the mechanics.
For me, the first game I was thinking when playing this one was Uncharted. Uncharted 2, actually.
Uncharted 2 is a shooter, not an adventure game.
It was an adventure game.
I like poking fun at the at Uncharted fans by saying that.
I mean, I agree with the assessment. However, I mean, it's about the same kind of adventure like Emperor's Tomb. That game is also really linear. I think both are true at the same time. Uncharted is definitely a shooter. At least the first one. I didn't play the other ones.
Oh, you didn't play the second one? I'm
No.
curious how you'll find it after playing this one.
I played only the last one that's not officially part of the Nathan Drake.
Ah, nice. So I dropped the whip here, but they put it back here. Okay.
Oh, I got stuck here for a while actually, because I didn't realize what you're supposed to do.
Guilty of the same thing.
I need to find another thing, no?
Yeah, and it's placed a bit deviously, I think.
It's totally not above your head or something.
Yeah, and it's not the book that keeps shining away as being interactable, whereas this thing doesn't.
Ah.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that the inside of the diary actually gets physically filled with all the shit that you collect. I only realized now when I saw that his book is full, but in the speedrun, where I don't pick up anything, when he opens it for the photo, it's empty. Photo is the one and only thing
Oh,
he
I
ever
must
puts in
admit
there.
I am intrigued. Why would the Vatican want your cat money?
Exactly. And there's only one way to find out.
Come now, Indiana, you can't travel to Italy. The college would never sanction leave for this, not in the middle of midterms. I mean...
Marcus, what's done is done. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to the Siwa expedition, but it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
And when you got back, she wasn't there.
I gotta go.
Can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
did the thing! Oh yes, my
Finger roll.
favorite.
Stop.
The red
Need
bar.
help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
Look.
Stop. Vatican not
My
safe.
country
Stop.
is going to be
We'll
shown
wait for you at
so
village
much.
steps. Stop. Subtlety is a virtue. Stop. Antonio.
No, not really.
Boo!
They cut off around like Iris.
Okay. Village steps. Should be on the other side of this fortress.
And I hate you can't easily pass through here. It's like, why, game?
E tu chi sei? Che
Ooh, that was
I'm just a tourist.
I'm wondering if they want you to
Allora?
fight with this guy. And I don't think you can really sneak past him.
Something tutorial.
Yeah,
And that's Professor to you.
it is really a convenient fight, isn't it?
All right, fella. Where should I head you?
All right, let's go.
Fascist 1, Fascist 2.
Look, Neko, we are playing Commandos in first person now.
Actually, this is Chronicles of Riddick 3.
That too.
Now the white paint is bird shit. Excellent.
We're gonna get even more paint later on. And the convenient duct tape. Look at that.
If you can't fix it, something with duct tape, you can't fix it.
I was gonna say that the game is in first person, but I think if they really wanted to, they could have made it third person. The animations actually are really good. The game would just work. I don't know if it was just they were determined to have the gimmick, or maybe if they did it out of caution because the engine is made for first person shooters and they didn't know if they could pull it off. But I think they could.
I think it's the second, and I bet money on this. There is gonna be a VR version.
Could be. And the reason why I can confidently say that a third-person version would work is there was even a freaking news article about it. Somebody got a bug where the game was stuck in third person.
Yeah.
And so they played around in third person for like 15 minutes, and it looked fine. It looked completely fine.
And that person is called Kovic, and now he's
Yeah,
gonna
no,
tell
not me.
how the bug works.
I wish I knew how the bug works. It was something regarding getting stuck with the boat later in the game, way later. What I do know is that I poked around the game's console commands, and unfortunately there is not a command that would just put you into permanent third person. That would be too easy.
No, third person mode is gonna be an expensive DLC way down the line. The Vatican is concerned about the Pope's deteriorating physical condition. Is this the end of an era? Reports of the Supreme Pontiff's grave illness have sent tremors of uncertainty through the holy water, raising questions about the future of the Church and its position as a moral authority for millions of people around the world. The vague statements coming from the Holy See have led to rampant speculations about the nature of the Pope's illness.
The Popolo d'Italia. Mussolini's propaganda mouthpiece.
Stealth attacks with a bottle. Well, yeah, this is Indiana Jones and the Great Emperor's Tomb again. Since I always use the bottles in Emperor's Tomb. Always. I hate this mechanic that you need to slowly walk off edges. Hate it.
I was gonna say the same, because it sounds good in theory, but in practice it doesn't work like half the time.
Yeah.
This will come in handy.
And in this whole game, I'm mostly in prone mode.
Don't turn around.
The more the merrier.
Guy, how do you not hear your other friend falling into a fucking table?
I think I mentioned this in my mini review that the immersive sim elements are sort of half-baked. In particular, the stealth element is very gamey because they do not notice so much. Which I'm told is good for gameplay, because if the enemies are too perceptive, you don't have so much fun, which is probably true, but it's not that immersive. And it sort of clashes for me with some of the aspects that are really, really immersive.
Clement, I feel that I don't have to review this game. I can just record Kovic and put it on my blog and call it my review.
Kovic, this is somehow related with the difficulty you are playing. I mean, you've tried all the difficulties.
I played on medium. And,
yeah, on medium is too easy. I mean, that's the reason I started now on hard. And I actually immediately see that they are becoming aware of you way quicker than before.
I don't think it changes the AI that they notice fallen comrades.
Yeah, that not.
It doesn't change what they become aware of, but it changes the sensitivity when they become aware of you. It's definitely noticeable for speedrunning. Playing on easy, we run past a lot of enemies, and before they can really notice you, we are 5 meters away.
I find it really funny when you are walking prone. Indy is always trying to grab the air, like he is swimming and pulling himself in the water of the air.
I had a comment in one of my streams that with the prompt for pickup where he puts his hand up, it looks like he's a Jedi making mind tricks.
We have an ASRock in chat.
Welcome,
He
Alder.
says, "Hello, fellas. How is the game?" Blue screen says, "It's a circle. I mean, it's great."
From the Vatican pharmacy. Fascists shouldn't be trusted with money.
Chissà cos'era.
Let's have a look.
I entered this house from the outside. Dante, the priests have been ordered to be obedient, so keep your gun holstered and behave. If they give you any trouble, talk to Father Ventura. He is on your side. Captain DeVito.
Now what do the black shirts want with the Vatican?
Money. Biscotti.
Me a while to realize how the food really works.
How it
So
works?
can you
It's not
explain?
an armor or something?
Yeah, the food is literally armor. That's all it is. I think it says somewhere in the game tip or something that it's like temporary health bonus, but that's a lie. It's armor, and it doesn't disappear. It just doesn't regenerate. And then the fruit is extra stamina bar, single use. And it's kind of useless, frankly, because it disappears so quickly.
I found a minor, very minor bug in this area. If you climb up the ladder, you can actually stand in the opening of the ladder. So if you climb up here, you can now stand in the opening and you won't fall down.
Oh.
Yeah, indeed, too thick.
Oops. Anyway, this engine is really great. And I'm wondering if they will add ray tracing to Doom games now. I don't think that
Doom Eternal has ray tracing.
Yeah? Okay.
No, you can't pick it through the bars.
You can crouch through the hole.
Through the diggy hole. So if you walk on top here, you can enter this guardhouse without needing the key. You do meet an enemy or two on the way, but you can enter the guardhouse. Are you gonna wrench him a lesson?
Scrappy fella.
So what? The guard what's what's happening there? Okay, my friend is down. Okay, I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, we see a rare sight of Clement not killing everybody inside.
Yeah, it's no use because they respawn.
Well, sometimes. That's the weird part.
At one moment I was thinking that maybe it's like in Dark Souls, if you kill them too many times they completely disappear. Because I saw that at one moment there are fewer of them. After a while, I mean.
From my experience, if you don't reload checkpoint at all, then they usually stay down. So when I cleaned up completely a fascist camp, I had free movement in that camp for the rest of the session. But when I closed the game and restarted, they were all back.
It's the ultimate saying, I be back. So here's the first time I died. I was like, I throw this guitar to the guard outside, not taking into account there are a million guards in this place, and getting overwhelmed.
The fun fact is that, just like in Infernal Machine, in this game you cannot actually kill the dogs.
Yeah.
Which makes them extremely annoying.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Unless you patch it into the game. Right, Kovic?
Are there achievements on Game Pass?
Yes.
Did you have this one already?
No, last time
yeah.
and we disabled it last time when we were testing, since we thought it was the game bar doing shit.
Yeah, it's completely
Oh,
disabled.
you don't get achievements without game bar. That makes sense.
No, I get them, but are not displayed.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes, even fascists need a little light
And
distraction.
what I like on Game Pass is that the saves and the achievements are common with the Xbox version of the game. For almost all the games, some are different. So in the future, I want to grab the physical version of the game, and I will be able to have my saves and achievements on Xbox also.
Now, Blue and Ender are chatting about some speedrunning stuff too, I think. So let me check and scroll up a bit.
I got a question for me. How is it that in a week, speedrunners have already found ways to clip out of bounds? Because that's like the first thing we look for, and this engine has a history of going out of bounds being really easy with Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. So it was an obvious thing to look for. Basically, all the collisions in this game are bespoke. So whenever they
Fair and square.
don't bother, they can leave just the ceiling without collision, and then you can mantle the top edge of the wall, and you're just out of bounds, just like that.
This sounds interesting.
And unlike, let's say, Gold Source or Source Engine, the out of bounds itself doesn't make you stuck. So once you're out of the map bounds, you can go anywhere. Now the issue for speedrunners is that actually, overall, the devs did a really good job of putting collision everywhere. So it's mostly just a very few select lucky spots where you can get out of bounds. And more importantly, when you get out of bounds, getting back in bounds to somewhere useful is a big challenge.
Peace, Mary Poppins, you all.
So, Kovic, which is the record now for speedrunning?
It's 1 hour, 15 minutes, 16 seconds.
That's impressive.
Which makes this the second fastest 3D Indiana Jones game.
The fastest is Tomb, right?
No, Emperor's Tomb is 30 something minutes and 1 hour. The fastest one is Infernal Machine on N64.
Oh, yeah.
For obvious reasons, if you know the speedrun.
How fast is that?
It's 1 hour, 12 minutes, 38. And it could be even faster, to be honest.
Hey, Lightweight, sure you should be doing this?
Like at least 2 minutes faster. The problem is the tricks in Infernal Machine on N64 are very inconsistent. So actually stringing together the run that has all the tricks, it takes a lot of attempts.
Yeah. Now, how fast was your speedrun, tool-assisted speedrun of the Game Boy Color version?
It was 1 hour and 4 minutes, I think.
Yeah. So technically, a completely, perfectly done Game Boy Color run would be able to beat it, but I don't see a person doing that anytime soon.
I did qualify my initial statement as fastest 3D game, because there is also Fate of Atlantis, which is going to be quite fast.
Yeah. But the chance of me restarting speedrunning is slim to none, to be honest. Like I said in previous streams, I don't have the patience to keep practicing over and over and over again.
I'm not a big grinder myself, usually, which is why I became a variety speedrunner. I have played a lot of games, usually not to such a high level.
Sweet dreams.
Because it's the learning that's fun.
Problem for me is I set, and it's totally a me thing, I set my own bar way too high, where I personally want to have the quote-unquote more perfect speedrun, and don't give myself breathing room to try and improve, which is a very bad mentality to have. Take a jump. May I say, from what I know, you skipped the side quest?
Okay, but there are many side quests, even
I know,
here.
but
And some of them are easier to do later. But you can guide me back if you want.
I don't know if you can go back up.
There's a side quest in here?
Yeah, one where you do rotate the painting.
What do you mean you don't think I can go back up?
Yeah.
You can go everywhere.
I don't know the way back up for the moment.
Okay, then we'll come back later because it will be daylight.
Yeah.
C'è qualcosa di strano. Meglio controllare.
It's the puzzle of the ball, Kovic, the one I'm talking about.
Aspetta.
I had no idea there's more stuff in here.
Might want to take a pass on this.
Now I'm curious. I want to go back. I'm not sure how.
Hold on a moment, I think we can. Yeah, no, I think we can. Yeah, this is a side door from where we entered.
Okay, so how do you get back up? Through here, I guess.
Yeah. Blue says this whole game is a side quest. Seeing you running around with a wrench reminds me of a certain BioShock and a certain Half-Life. Be careful, you didn't kill every enemy.
Seeing my shadow so many times in the game reminds me of Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, let's see.
You gonna shovel him a question?
Okay. Through here, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, where is the...
Not here yet. It's further. It's further.
Down here now,
Clement
no?
is in...
Okay.
No. It's further.
Qualcosa che
Indy takes casually the time to put his whip back.
Anyway.
With the wrench in a circle, says blue screen. Circle? As in the round grey shape, says Ender.
The game is much better than anyone expected.
I agree. Did Kovic's internet die?
A little bit.
Yeah, I heard the Discord sound. Now, if I remember it correctly,
Okay.
it's in the left building here. So if you follow the stairs,
Here?
yeah, and then not these stairs, but go in the building here, yeah, to the complete other side. Not here, not here, not here. I think I remember... Am I misremembering an order here?
I was here. Yeah, I think it's better to play it in inercy, let's say.
Yeah. I may or may not be misremembering something here. Since I remember you were able to open a gate that opened up to... I somehow remembered able to be opened that gate down there. To the left here. That gate.
Okay. We need to go back down.
Since behind there is a chest with... I fucking remember! It's not up here, it's down! It's down at the courtyard, you can enter the side building.
Yeah, we'll leave that for later.
It's very short, Clement. Trust me.
No, because I'm afraid that some of the doors are not so easy to open. I mean, you need keys or something. And
No, you don't. You don't need a key for this puzzle. Trust me.
Here?
Yeah, it's in there. No, not this door, but it's to the Lorenzo.
Mario's note.
Mario's
yeah. Go ahead.
Lorenzo, you left the key in the angel courtyard.
So here?
Yeah, in this building. I give you a little friend, a little.
Oh
whack.
yeah, I know it. I know.
Poor thing. Felt like a leaf.
Sit.
This was the part I was remembering.
Some has peculiar markings.
Okay.
Blue says, I can't wait until you guys go discourse on the Discord. Nice quote.
Interesting.
Are you waiting for us to read it, or quickly reading it and then putting it away?
Off to the dreamlands.
I don't know. I told you that I think we should try to skip some of them, because otherwise the game will be 100 hours plus.
Yeah. Also, I have one other complaint. You can't barbecue your victims in the fireplaces.
Well, here's a philosophical question for you guys, actually. Do you think when Indy punches enemies, that he kills them or knocks them out?
He puts them in a different state of being.
Huh. There we go.
Maybe if you kill them with, if you shoot them, they will not respawn. Not some. I never tried this.
And it's unfortunately not true, because I spent a lot of time in various camps, taking their rifles and shooting them in the face.
Okay, this one I think it's interesting.
Your Holiness, appraising you of recent developments in our plans to invade Camerino. The Duke languishes and his army is ill-prepared for an attack. However, the city walls will prove difficult to breach. Therefore, I have enlisted Leonardo da Vinci as a military architect and an engineer. Undoubtedly, his contributions will prove invaluable in overcoming the city's defenses. I will not rest until our power is absolute. Ad Caesar, ad nihil. You're faithfully, Caesar, stabbed in the back.
And the continuation is an Assassin's Creed 2. Look, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Kovic, did you know this little side piece?
Nope.
I'm waiting until I see Steam pop up. Kovic is playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
I'm gonna get to it eventually when I do the 100%, but not yet.
Okay, that's all I guess.
And now you're weak. The mechanic that got added in the custom Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine level.
Ma che... Ora...
You know what I find funny? How in for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, everybody is complaining, and all your weapons break, boo hoo 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 hoo. And in this game, nobody fucking complains.
Let me tell you, this book that you just upgraded is extremely worthwhile. Extremely powerful.
I think you can, I don't know, but I think you can upgrade everything in the end if you do 100% it. But one thing that I noticed, I don't know if you saw, is that the amount of money, because at one moment you start buying these books for upgrades, the amount of money that you have is different in every location, so it's not carry over from one location to another.
Yeah, that's true, and it's pretty annoying for the speedrun route because we need money in one of the hubs, and it would be so much easier if we could carry it over from the Vatican.
Should be fun. Another satisfied customer.
Now, something I can understand, and it's good, but I will say it after this cutscene.
Antonio.
We have to make haste. I just saw Father Ventura with a black shirt on his way to the Castello.
Father Ventura?
What's that?
I said, who is Father Ventura?
We call him the Men in Black. A friend of Mussolini. Practically runs the Vatican now that the Pope has taken ill. Shh, that's him.
A Benito serve altro per renderlo a proprio agio?
Il Duce non sarà mai a proprio agio dentro il Vaticano.
Capisco. Quando arriveranno i suoi ospiti?
Domani, se il vento è favorevole.
I can't hear them anymore.
I think they're gone.
Father Ventura opened the gates to the Vatican. Now the fascista are everywhere. Shameless.
Who's the guest they're waiting for?
I have no idea.
So the little complaint I want to say is I sometimes find it a bit unclear when your attacks connect with an enemy. I find the animation not telling enough to the player.
But there's literally a hit marker.
I know. But I like my character model doing shit and not a hit marker.
We made it, Henri!
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
How many years has it been? 19?
Since the infirmary by the Piave.
Those were dark times. Unbearable without a good friend at my side. Follow me.
Hey, Antonio.
For me?
No, that's the latest humdinger out of New York City.
Grazie, amigo mio. I think you will need some rest.
Here comes the point of admitting, this is where I met in the game.
So you played 1 hour.
Yes.
Buongiorno. This American music is astounding. How do they play like that?
Ehi, che ci fate voi qui? Ventura ha detto di fare pratica per il comitato di benvenuti. E da quando?
What's going on outside?
They seem to be particularly on edge this morning. I have cornetti if you want something to eat. To the Vatican, Indy.
I'm looking for someone. A tall fellow.
Tall fellow. Well, there is Giovanni, the chef. He is quite tall, and his risotto ai funghi is...
Very tall. Like a giant. He stole something from me, and I mean to find out why.
What did he steal?
Well, a cat mummy. Very unusual for where it was found. And the thief left behind his Vatican calling card.
Vatican robber in Connecticut. That seems a bit far-fetched, don't you think? Can I see this calling card?
Now, when I
What do you
first
make of this?
took that bread,
It looks like the sigil of the Vatican secret archive, but there's something different about it. Are you sure you want to investigate this, Indy?
Look, things don't add up, and it's driving me crazy. There's more to that cat mummy, and I'm not letting that giant off the hook.
Well, the only giants I heard about is from back in the 16th century. And a certain Father Crescenzo claimed to have seen secret messages inscribed in the oldest buildings of the Vatican. He said they referenced a group of giants he called the fallen angels, hidden in the holy city. But bear in mind that Father Crescenzo was known mainly for one thing.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Star-craving, brain-sick madness. Let's get you dressed like you belong here. Now I remember. This symbol you showed me, I have seen it once before, in the library. Yes, in the conservation workshop. Most likely nothing, but you did say you wanted to investigate this.
It's a lead worth following.
You can put this on. I hope they fit.
Yeah, this will do nice.
instant clothes.
They all fit.
Perfetto, Indy. You should have become a man of the cloth.
I found another calling.
We have to be careful. Il Duce has eyes and ears everywhere, even in the Holy City.
Vi siete fatto un amico, padre?
Well, Padre Ventura, this is,
Father Gallagher from St. Joseph's, Boston.
Ah. An American. You're here to help. With Antonio, he's going deaf, he says. An old war wound, I'm told.
Well, I'm just here to serve God. Aren't we all?
Ne assumete la responsabilità. Credo che il Santo Padre sarebbe in quanto contrariato se introducessimo individui discutibili nella sua città.
Naturalmente, Padre Ventura.
He's a jolly fellow.
Yes. Good luck, Indy. If you need me, I will be here, in my office.
Take a look in the
So
library.
what I...
See if I can't find that symbol.
What I was going to say is, when I read the name of that bread, I always read a cornetto, and I was like, this is not ice cream.
Let's see here.
The brotherly games of Briscola.
Briscola, huh? Never tried it.
If you look at Briscola, it looks a bit like, what's its name? Mahjong. If you Google it. But it's something, it's not with tiles, but with cards, but the idea is similar from what I'm reading diagonally on Wikipedia. For those who are interested in Briscola, here is a Wikipedia link in chat.
Let's see if this works.
Madre di Dio, what have you found in the...
Secret entrance.
In my library?
My special.
Where do you think it leads?
Only one way to find out.
Watch your step, Indy. I have been asking to have the library renovated for a very long time.
I'll be careful.
This is very exciting, Indy. My hands are shaking. I wonder who built this place and what it was for.
Whatever its purpose was, it's been abandoned for centuries.
Now they are joking that the game is called Sussus Among Us.
Where are you going, Indy?
To see if there's another way past this gate.
Of course, I will stay here then, alone.
And this was a swimming tutorial.
There you are.
That gate open for you.
It's very dark. I think we need some light. It almost looks like a kind of alchemist's laboratory.
Ancient. Much older than anything here. Where is it from?
So for a speedrunner, Kovic, this section must be unnerving, where you have an NPC getting you like, I'm gonna decide the speed of this section.
There's a couple of parts like that in this game, waiting on NPCs. But this one in particular, actually, is not too bad, because it turns out if you go way too fast, you actually get to skip some of his dialogue, and it quits sooner.
That's interesting to know.
What's that on the table?
You know, this might be a map of those inscriptions you talked about.
I fear this will lead you nowhere, Indy, but if you can bring me some photographic evidence of these inscriptions, we can study them together in my office without raising suspicion.
Let's say I bring you some evidence. You got a camera I can use?
No, but speak to Ernesto, the old janitor in the Vatican post office. I hear he has some special deals from the lost and found section. Here is a very special key. It will give you access to places in the Vatican only priests are allowed. Do not lose it, Indy.
I'll keep it safe.
I have to organize a proper burial for this unfortunate soul.
Basically, by going
anything, you'll find me in my
very
office
fast in the speedrun and straight to the objectives and picking up those papers, you skip all of his dialogue and he gives you the key immediately.
Nice.
And you also don't have to swim because you can whip the ring through the gate. Which in my opinion is realistic.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
Nice. You found so many things in only 1 week.
What an exciting discovery, my friend. Even though I have doubts, I hope it will be of use to you.
I'm sure it will. One way or another.
What the fuck? Did he teleport so fast? Oh yeah, it's
yeah, he did.
He's like Watson in those Sherlock Holmes games. Like, he is a million miles behind you. You turn your camera, and then you turn your camera back, and he is like in your ass almost.
Anyway, and on this game, all the characters have no problem walking through all kind of stuff, through walls, through chairs, tables.
Mm-hmm. I thought for a moment, were you going to try to open the confession box?
I was thinking about destroying it. I don't know if it's possible.
Gotta love Clabet, he is the best speedrunner. God damn it, Ender.
What do we have here? A lot of secrets in the Vatican. Must be some connection to the cat mummy. Should see about that camera too.
Buona giornata.
Can you show me the ticket again? Since I bet it's and the backside. It's 5238. I bet it's 5238 or something silly. Or 3852.
That's how it's done.
There it is.
Sounds fascinating. What's this? Wait a minute. Wasn't there an excavation led by some British professor? Could be a lead.
Caught the kid stealing confiscated artifacts from the dig site. The boy is from England. Says he is here with the confused Professor Ventura, kicked out from the dig site. I have broken sword déjà vus. Never mind. Locked him in the holding cell until we can figure out what to do with him. ASRock says, I identify as an NPC. Congratulations.
Salve a voi, padre. Padre.
God damn it. I need to kill this.
Mi sa che mi sto ammalando.
How long did it take before Clement is like, I need to be stealthy. No, I'm gonna kill this one.
Nighty night.
These will go to someone who can use them.
Buongiorno.
Blessed day, sir.
Sì, circolare, padre.
I never used the repair kit.
I never figured out how to use the repair kit.
Broken weapons.
But there are not rafts here. Come on, that was a good one.
How do you know there aren't? Neko.
Take the joke. Don't ruin the joke.
Bless you, ma'am.
Tutte queste camicie nere in Vaticano è segno che il mondo sta per finire.
In this tent, there is a very important book for speedrunners.
It's called the Running Fast book.
Well, almost. It's called the Recover Stamina Faster so that you can run more often book.
This sounds interesting.
I am not kidding. This book probably saves a minute across the run. Maybe more.
No, too expensive for now. Okay.
And it's also very useful in combat as well.
Are you a plunger?
So that's gonna hurt.
Non puoi stare qui.
I'm not kidding. For now.
No, you're unclogging their drains.
God's grace to you, sister.
It took me a bit of gameplay to get used to the fact that all the interactions are directional.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to that.
Per conto loro. Pensavo fossero devoti all'ordine.
Ho saputo che avete preso un cane.
Sì, è grosso.
Buon pomeriggio.
Keep up the good work, sir.
The fruits are really not very useful. You are just wasting time. I think I better use the pep for stamina. I mean, you are
God bless you, sir.
wasting a lot of time eating for
Fantastico. Glielo dirò la prossima volta che lo vedo.
a little gain on stamina.
So, do you guys eat apples, by the way? Since Indy has eaten apples. Do you need to eat inner core or not?
God bless you.
What?
Non darmi false speranze.
Indy eats the whole apple with the core.
No, I don't eat apple cores.
Me
I'm
neither.
picky like that.
Comincio ad avere fame.
Since my mother in the past may try to fool me and say, if you eat apple core, an apple tree will grow in your stomach. And I was that little kid that fucking believed that.
Look, this is one of the things that I told you. This is not in your journal, but now if you give the cornetto some side actions for which you get adventure points.
Oh, siete molto gentile, signore.
Let me see here. A lot of fools around these days. What, seems to be the trouble?
Hold on. I recognize you from somewhere.
Father Gallagher, I'm just visiting.
Professor Aldrich Savage, archaeologist.
Ah, a real pleasure.
Bloody Ventura and his black shirts. They've kidnapped my dear apprentice, Sidney, and ruined my excavation of the Apostolic Palace. Now the whole project had to be put on hold. We were on the verge of a breakthrough when
What kind of breakthrough?
Oh. No. We'd found a stone fragment. A piece of a Roman tomb, I think. I could only make out some of the letters that weren't either worn down or caked in dirt.
What were some of those letters?
L-A-P-S-O-A-N-G-E. I couldn't make out... Sorry?
Lapsorum Angelorum.
Fallen angels! Of course! Why didn't I think of that?
Say, where is this stone fragment? I'd like to take a look.
I don't know. My apprentice, Sidney, tried to retrieve it, as it were, from the black shirts, so they locked him up in their holding cell. He might know where it is now, but they won't let me see him.
Let me see if I can get him back for you. Huh?
Oh, thank you, Father.
Don't mention it.
His mother would kill me if she found out.
I go to the library once Sydney is back. It's safe there.
You seem awfully familiar.
Just got one of those faces.
La salute del Papa peggiora.
Temo che egli chiamerà il Santo Padre al suo fianco.
Preghiamo di no. Il mondo ha già abbastanza problemi.
Pensa che lo restituirà quando non ci sarà più.
So che...
Salve, padre.
The Lord be with you, sister.
I don't know. I will restart the checkpoint. It seems that it's running badly now. I don't know why.
I didn't notice any slowdowns.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It just occurred to me that you don't have the frame rate counter on. I'm just too used to it always being there.
Sister.
Are you Antonio's delivery boy?
What am I delivering?
The diary of Father Crescenzo.
Is that so?
An awfully mysterious story. Father Crescenzo was an eccentric priest in the 16th century. Some say he discovered an explosive secret in the Vatican. Ah, but listen to me spending your precious time. Don't you have a book to find for me?
Yes, sister. I'll see if Antonio has your book. Again. again, this Father Crescenzo.
The mad priest.
Bless you, Father. Let me see here.
Father Louis. Sorry, I just got a Family Guy quote in my head when I read Louis. While tending to the casina, I noticed the loose stone. Underneath was an old box containing an original copy of the Secretorum, made for the Portuguese queen in the 12th century. I left a note inside for you and locked it in the safe for now. If you have forgotten the combination again, look to the stars and the saints. Peter with the key, then Paul with the sword. Father Nicoletti.
An original copy. I should find that safe.
That safe is
St. Paul with the sword.
So St. Paul was the second, right? Okay.
St. Peter holding the keys to the Vatican.
So, male. Okay.
Let me call finding the solution to this puzzle not very intuitive.
7-7 is one of the codes. And then what was the one on the other? That's 7-7.
So 7-7.
Then it's 7.
It's not 7.
Oh, hold on. It's 4-4.
You can collect the note and then you have it in your diary.
It's 4-4-7-1.
It's 4-4-7-1.
1. Or 7144 if I misremembered the earlier quote.
I surprise myself sometimes. Color me intrigued.
Louis, I locked away to keep it from the other noisy priest. You are all close ally to Ventura. Perhaps he might deem this book of an interest to the to his expected German guests. I will put you in a favorable position once he has managed to take in control over the Vatican. Your loyal friend, Nicoletti. It's a chamber, not the book. Are you gonna ignore the book?
Yeah, you cannot get this form anyway.
Oh, you can't move with it?
You can, but why?
I thought it was the book the sister needed.
Okay.
Die of old age before I get my book.
Throw it to her.
No, it's the forged one. This one. Look.
Ender is saying Troy really Nate Harrison Ford. See the beginning of this stream, where Kovic and I talked about the voice acting. Quick summary is some lines could be delivered better. It's by no means bad voice acting, but like Kovic says, you really hear it's not Harrison Ford. Since
long ago.
How did you explain it again, Kovic?
I can return it to its proper home.
So he sometimes ends his sentences very softly, which is not the Harrison Ford way. Harrison Ford would growl through the entire sentence and end with an abrupt tone of voice, and you can hear Baker doesn't do that. There's a particular line towards the end of the game, which I hear very often when I'm speedrunning, because you cannot skip that part. He's in an elevator and he tells something to Gina, and he like mumbles softly the answer to her question, and to me it sounds very un-Harrison Ford-like, that particular voice line.
But Harrison Ford said that he did a great job on Game Awards.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want to sound like I'm overly critical of the performance. No, it's excellent.
Same here.
There are just, nitpicks that make you aware that it's not actually Harrison Ford, if you listen closely and carefully. But
may the Lord bless you.
To a passing ear, he would completely fool you. I mean, he fools me 90% of the time. And it's probably the best Harrison Ford voice you can get today, because the real Harrison Ford is over 80 years old and you can hear it.
And he still makes movies?
Yeah, apparently somebody thought it would be a great idea to have him act as Indiana Jones in his 80s.
Si sospetta che alcuni vostri libri promuovono pensiero comunista.
Comunista.
Presto, le autorità competenti li passeranno al vaglio.
Oh, qui si coltiva la conoscenza. I fascisti non hanno alcuna autorità. Il Papa non sosterrebbe mai azioni del genere.
Il Papa non è qui.
You all aces? I just spoke with Sister Catherine. She mentioned a diary written by Father Crescenzo. You know about it?
I'm afraid you are too late, Indy. I had just found it when Father Ventura and his black shirts came and took half of my collection. The diary included.
It must be important. What's in this diary?
I don't know. Maybe more of Crescenzo's writings on giants and fallen angels. I had forgotten all about it until Sister Catherine brought it up.
Think. Where would they take it?
I believe they keep confiscated material in a room inside the Apostolic Palace. And there is an entrance that leads there from the sewers.
Should I ask how you know this?
You may ask, but do not expect an answer. Good luck, Henri.
You can enter the sewers through the tower of Nicholas V.
Okay. This Ventura guy really doesn't like you, does he?
It's an understatement to say I like him even less.
Glamet, I'm sorry, but ASRock says, why does Antonia look like Glamet?
Bella giornata, vero padre?
Peace be with you, man.
That's the answer of Clement.
The fun thing about this being an open world game and me watching you play it is that I can see how you're doing things in a completely different order than I did.
Well, Doggy said it earlier too. Like, it's a very interesting way how you get quests in these games. I did them in a completely different order. And I for sure, when I'm gonna play through this section on my own, I'm gonna play it in a different order as well.
There must be another way.
Chi vi ha autorizzati a transennare quest'area?
Cosa vi importa?
L'articolo 4 dei patti lateranensi afferma chiaramente...
The way you get quests in this game is basically on accident, or at least disguised very well to make it appear like it's on accident. There are certain mechanics that nudge you into directions where you are bound to receive quests, but if you just choose to explore on your own... Oh, isn't there a book?
Oh.
I could learn something from this one.
If you just explore on your own, you can also discover lots of things. I did that a lot, I'd say, in this location in particular. By that I mean the entirety of Vatican. In the next section / hub / level, I think I was more directed by those mechanics I spoke of.
That went easier than expected.
I think the second location is also pretty stuffed with things to do.
I would personally think that the next location is the best part of the game.
I'm not reading a recipe.
Risotto al funghi recipe do not touch. This reminds me of Harot, where you also got recipes.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever cooked those recipes?
No. I don't like cauliflower brain.
By the way, do you know that they published a Gothic recipe book? It's available on THQ store.
I once had a blogging friend, but he stopped doing it now, who recreated all the dishes you could make in Breath of the Wild in real life. It was insane. She had recipes and everything. Here is Antonio. Where is that delivery boy you promised? I have been waiting in the Sistine Chapel for over an hour. You know how eager I am to learn more about the Mad Priest crescendo. God damn it, I'm stumbling over word. Crescenzo. Which makes me wonder, are you withholding something from me? I will stay here for a little while longer, so unless the delivery boy has stumbled and broken his ankle, I expect him to be here forthwith. Catherine.
I'm not the only one interested in Crescenzo.
This is actually a Romanian word, posta.
You should do your Italian accent more. Chad is finding it funny, Kovic.
I'm happy to oblige when there's more chances.
Voi due, forza, al lavoro!
Signor sì, capitano. Arriviamo, capitano.
Finalmente. Era più di mezz'ora che discutevano. Da non crederci?
Some people just love the sound of their own voice.
Ah, an American. Yes, the fascists are... what is the word? I should not say. You have lost something, yes? Perhaps it is here in my collection?
Yeah, I need a camera. Antonio tells me you have some... special deals.
Antonio sent you?
He's a friend.
Antonio is a lousy bum who cheats at cards. Goodbye.
Now just hang on. Let's work something out, huh?
I only have one camera, and it is very, very special. Quite small. Maybe this big. And you can take photos in color. Oh, so beautiful. You would need... well, it's very expensive. More than you could afford.
Look, I need to take some pictures, and there's no other camera in this place. So what do you say?
Well... this is the price you pay. I assure you, it is more than fair.
It's really that good, huh?
Camera is yours. And tell Antonio that I still think he is a lousy cheat.
Thanks, Ernesto. All right, let's take a look. I'm good for now.
Very interesting, does it not?
I'll have this.
Piacere. It was a nice
$10.
The Lord be with you, Father.
So, how long was this game in development again?
No. 4 years or
4
5?
years, I guess.
Yeah, 4.
Hey now, padre.
Greetings, Father. Taking care of all God's creation.
Since it really shows the amount of love that has been put into this game.
Buon pomeriggio, padre.
Keep up the good work, sir. That's one inscription.
I hear a cat and I'm immediately sold. Can you pet the cat?
No. I don't
Bad
see so.
game.
You can take pictures of a cat.
It's wins points back.
More of a dog guy.
Fuck you, Indy. For those not getting the joke or the hint I'm giving, look at the start of my nickname.
Keeping the Vatican safe from rats. What are you doing up here, kitty?
Aww. Oh, God damn it! I could therefore. Yep.
Yeah.
No. This is the stream from now on. This is the stream from now on. Cat, don't you dare move, Clement. Kitty. Kitty. Kitty.
Give me the kitty.
Skibidi kitty.
Skibidi kitty. Did you literally say skibbity kitty?
Did you say? That's the question.
Maybe.
Indy's like, I have a new toy, let's use it.
Yes. I could make such a joke, but that would make this game this stream non-PG, so I won't make the joke about the other name for a cat.
I mentioned in my mini review that the camera mechanic, making you take pictures of random stuff, it's on a cynical level, it's a really efficient way to make you care about exploring everything. But I personally found it quite annoying having the pop-up all the time. And I can't help myself. I need to take the pictures because I want the XP.
Mi sembra un po' eccessivo. Ventura voleva mandare un messaggio. E allora ci è sicuramente riuscito. Buondì.
Father.
I agree, Ender. I swear video game developers are biased against cats. I agree. And there is a cat mummy. You can't pet that cat, says blue screen. I haven't gotten so far, so bad game. You can't pet the cat.
Dovrebbe informare il Papa.
E lui cosa ha detto?
Ha sbuffato e se n'è andato, quell'arrogante omuncolo.
Dovreste fare più attenzione. Ventura conosce persone molto influenti.
Che mi licenzino pure. Senza di me il vescovo non saprebbe neppure vestirsi.
Non è tanto il licenziamento. So che Ventura le persone le fa sparire.
Non c'è da preoccuparsi. Io quello non lo temo.
$100.
Mm-hmm.
Alfredo,
so you can buy the other manual or folder flyer.
Mi sembra un'ottima idea. Però il vino non saprei proprio dove trovartelo qui.
Oh, pensavo ne avessi portato un po' da casa.
L'ho dimenticato.
Ah, peccato. Vabbè.
You can actually do some side missions, listening to all the NPCs, which are not mentioned in the journal, as I said. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
You just exchanged a hammer for a hammer. Very good.
MC Hammer.
It's hammer
Touch
time.
this.
Great minds think alike.
Sto scherzando, giovane. Prendi il tuo lavoro sul serio. Preti non moriranno.
This was really a side moment.
Okay, so where should we go?
Powerline is in chat, and he says, "Is your shadow quality set to low for your VRAM?"
No, I don't think so. He's on high.
Welcome, Powerline, to the chat.
Yeah, welcome.
I mean, the cascaded shadow maps, if they're not on low, they don't look bad. But the problem is, the cascading is too aggressive. So if there's a shadow with fine detail, but you're standing far away, it looks like shit until you get closer. If you enable the ray traced or path traced shadows, then those issues are solved.
Yeah, unfortunately I cannot do this on stream. I can play outside the stream with full RT, but I cannot stream. It consumes a lot of
He is not playing on
VRAM.
Xbox. Oh, it's the texture pool. My mistake, says Powerline. Yeah, but Kovic, maybe it's a fun thing to talk about what the texture pool actually does. Since you explained that to Clement when we tried to troubleshoot the problem last week, and I think it's a very interesting technical detail of this game.
Can you repeat that, please?
Sure. The texture pool, what it actually is, since you explained it pretty well when we were troubleshooting last week, but I think it would be very nice if the viewers also know that.
Right, so the way this game runs and is optimized is... I really hope I don't have internet issues at this moment, but I'm explaining this. Basically, it has extremely efficient rasterization, but the way this game is really heavy is in VRAM. Minimum requirement is 8 GB of VRAM, and recommended is like 12 or better. And a part of that is the textures. Now the setting you see in the options menu, it's not texture quality per se, it's texture pool. The way this works is that on each of the setting, you are always using the highest quality textures. But what changes is how much of your VRAM is dedicated to a pool of textures where the highest quality versions are loaded. Whenever they don't fit into the texture pool, the game has a lower quality version. So as you move around the world and you move closer to things, the higher quality versions are streamed in. And if you exceed your VRAM, not only is it gonna thrash your frame rate, but you will also start noticing that the high quality texture versions are not making it into your memory in time, and the game starts looking blurry.
I should get out of here. Should be a way into the Apostolic Palace from here.
Basically, Kovic, it doesn't matter if you put it on low or on high, it doesn't really impact your game.
No, it doesn't impact visual quality in the best case scenario. The texture, the maximum texture quality achieved is always the same. What changes is only the aggressiveness of the streaming. If you make a higher texture pool, it means that more textures can fit in on the highest quality. So you can sometimes notice if you play on low that the ground in front of you for a bit is really high quality, and then you can see a seam where the texture quality changes. You can sort of spot the difference. But in terms of the maximum quality when you pick up one of those letters and you see what's written on it. The texture on there is always going to be the same. It's always going to be the best one.
While you were explaining, Blue says in chat, so you were saying that this game runs like an advanced N64?
Well, no, the thing about N64 is all the textures are garbage always.
And the replies, not with that attitude you can't.
Let's see if Antonio's key works.
Are you automatically forced in your indie outfit here?
Yes, there are places like that in the game that force an outfit. And fun fact, if you don't have an outfit, but you go into an area which forces it on you, you get it for free.
But I could change it back to the cleric, you saw? Yeah, let's not risk it. We'll find the bug.
Clement, you finding a bug? Nah. Absolutely never a boulder gets stuck for you.
That guy is alive.
No, he's a corpse on a chair. He doesn't see the white paint. I think the white paint guy needs a raise for every video game he does.
But which was the first one that used this kind of guidance? Do you remember?
Mirror's Edge? Mirror's Edge, maybe?
This should hold.
With the
red paint.
Yeah. That's one of the earliest games I can remember doing something like that.
But yeah, it's a fair shout. But I personally sort of struggle with putting Mirror's Edge into that category because it's kind of part of the art style for that game. You can't disable it if you play on the hardest difficulty, I think, or maybe it's just in the settings.
I think it was in the settings.
But I always thought that the red vision, what do they call it, runner vision?
Yeah,
I always thought it was part of the art style. So, because the thing about the white paint or the yellow paint is that it's very much not part of the art style. It's completely out of place, but it's placed in there anyway for gameplay clarity, and I guess people have learned to tolerate it. The first game I really noticed doing this, and I'm not telling it's the first game ever that did it, and I didn't play a lot of games from that era. First game I noticed it when it was new was Doom 2016, which did green lights everywhere. Everything climbable was lit green. So you would be running around Mars and there's a platform which just happens to have two blinking green lights on it, or there's a green lantern, like a light post. Green stuff. And that's when it really hit me, like, they're doing this on purpose. This is supposed to signal to me, you can jump here like I'm a dummy.
I think Tomb Raider 2013.
Yeah.
Also.
But Chat found an earlier one, a shooter game called Uncharted.
But which Uncharted? The first one?
The first one, 2007.
Oh, okay.
Mirror's Edge was a year later.
First Uncharted has yellow paint. I don't remember yellow paint.
Yeah, I don't remember also.
Or yellow or white paint or like Ender says, I know the first Uncharted had a yellow painting. Okay.
Now I'm gonna look at some PS3 gameplay footage, because my recollection does not include white paint in Uncharted. But I could be wrong, of course.
Maybe it might be on not the remaster, but yeah, the remaster on PlayStation 4.
Well, I played it on PlayStation 4. I wonder if the PS3 original was like that or no.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I played it also on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, and I don't remember what. There are many years since then.
Love that smell. Conspiring with the Holy See. Giants thus constructed a secret chamber underneath the Vatican.
Well, the problem with Uncharted 1 is it's very difficult to find a section where you actually do some platforming and not shooting. Okay, actually, I have an even better and less controversial answer than Uncharted. Tomb Raider Legend.
Really?
Yeah, all the climbable rocks have like this white bar that telegraphs that you can grab that, because the Legend Anniversary Underworld trilogy has very scripted grabbing mechanics. Lara doesn't want to grab anything; it has to be a specific wall or ledge. Let me post a screenshot from Tomb Raider. Well, Anniversary. I think Anniversary makes it more obvious.
I am meanwhile thinking of a Google search how to find a concrete answer.
I sent it in chat, a picture from Tomb Raider Anniversary. And all the grabbable ledges look like that in that game. They're all white.
Yeah, indeed. Legend had that too.
Let me post another picture from a section that's not covered in snow. Yeah, the ledges in the Tomb Raider trilogy from the mid-2000s were very telegraphed.
So, I'm Googling about this, and I found a page on knowyourmeme.com where people are posting screenshots. Like in October 2020, October of last year, they said like for the Resident Evil 4 remake, they painted even ladders yellow.
To be fair, to some degree, coloring specific gameplay elements has always kind of been a thing. For example, in Half-Life 1, almost, if not all, but let's say almost, all the letters are red. It's consistent design language throughout the game that letters are red.
Yeah.
Puzzle
Now,
box.
a very good game that picks fun at this whole trope is the Stanley Parable, if you have ever played that. The Stanley Parable with the adventure line, where you go through the whole game with a yellow line that takes you on a million places.
Have you played the new one, by the way?
Yes.
I haven't. The last one I played was still using the Source engine.
Oh, whoa.
This must fit somewhere.
Meanwhile, Clement solving a puzzle like a boss.
That's it.
Clement, by any chance, have you solved this puzzle before?
Yeah. No, but this was easy, even the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You actually need to do all the side missions if you want to open the entire map. For example, here. This, not here, sorry, the other way. This will be open only if you do a side mission. So you cannot start collecting all the collectibles until you do all the secondary missions.
Yeah, but what I like is for the side missions, like in the more modern Tomb Raider games and in most 3D Zelda games, where they loop you around to the main hub area. So you don't have to go the whole way back through a cave temple or something.
C'è qualcosa?
For some reason, I read for a moment, opens from the other slide, and I was like, excuse me? Clement, he's dead. Now, when is the patch going to happen? I can hold 2 baseball bats.
That would be fun.
Got it. What's this?
Father Ventura, I have redesigned your bookcase as instructed. Your favorite book, medieval Latin books, have been placed at the specified spots and must be taken alphabetically. I am turn around again. Good. Yeah, and thank you. I made a screenshot of that.
This one took me too long to solve.
You can collect it, Clement.
Must be more to this.
No.
Okay, that's the wrong order.
I surprise myself sometimes.
Or that... I will soon ask you a favor concerning a matter of great importance to our country, knowing what loyal compatriot you are to our cause. I trust that you will do what needs to be done. You have a great future ahead of you if you play your cards right. We must coordinate this efficiently. Come for a visit next week. I will organize a proper banquet. Then we will discuss the matter in detail. Benedetto.
Best to keep this.
Are you taking shortcut?
I'm not sure.
You will be in a certain state when you jump down.
Whip, 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 whip.
But it doesn't.
I think you need to
activate.
stand up. Maybe you can jump forward and then whip it midair. That also works.
Yeah, works.
But it's yeah, it works. It's a risky maneuver, but it works. Well, you should have looked at it though.
Ah, fucking shit.
I told you would be in a certain state.
They kicked your ass.
Yeah.
They thought you were an ass. Hey, hold on. Can you use the bell on the desk?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with that.
Cos'è stato?
I wish this game was more interactable. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Through the windows.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
So do you think you can...
No!
I'm guessing the whip is probably intended to go the other way. That means from the scaffold to the balcony. Which actually makes sense, because that would get you around the two guys patrolling the hallway.
You might think the odds are in your favor.
Aiuto, uomo a terra! Ecco, prendi!
Now that's a lot of damage.
Use some flex tape, it will fix it.
Hmm.
Almeno provaci, no?
tape.
Ecco dov'eri.
Sta accadendo
It's only white flex tape.
Oh, fuck! Colpo,
Look, there's Italian.
Back away!
Sai che è finito.
Oh, fuck!
Did he throw his hat?
Yes, and it broke on impact. It literally broke
Okay,
on
let's
impact.
take another route.
I guess you came here through the window, right?
Through here?
Yes.
Yeah, but there's like the window on the other side of the building. That's a very special window in terms of the speedrun. You want me to talk about that?
Yeah, of course.
Because the window has two halves, and one of them is not placed in the window, like it's taken apart, and it's just angled onto the wall there, and basically it is possible to jump on top of the window frame, and from there you can grab the chandelier in that room, and from the chandelier you can grab the top edge of the wall, and it turns out there is no ceiling collision, so you can climb into out of bounds, and that's how we skip the first main quest in the Vatican.
Oh, okay. We don't want to do that.
No, of course. We sometimes do demonstrate speedrun skips in these streams, but the problem is this game has a checkpoint system, so if you did that, you would not be able to go back and play the game normally.
Okay.
For these kind of situations, I ask myself, where's the dynamite when you need it?
It's in the next map.
I said when you need it.
Next map? You will also need it.
Okay.
I didn't mention that the Brawler book is one of the most powerful or useful books, but for a regular playthrough, there's arguably an even more useful book, and that's the kind of book that increases the durability of all the items that you pick up.
Oh, fuck.
Fatti sotto.
That's what you call a whistleblower.
Che codar!
Okay.
We are not playing commandos yet. He's not piling them all up in one little pile.
It's not worth it. I tried.
One unfortunate side effect of the melee combat in this game being so satisfying is that you barely use the revolver.
I actually used the revolver. I mean, we'll be there at the first boss, and I saw.
Oh yeah.
And I saw the review from IGN, and they said that IGN, I think, they said that they also used the first time the revolver there, and they realized that probably it wasn't intended to use it in that fight.
I hope they don't fix it, because it saves so much time in the speedrun. Fighting him legit sucks. So you just shoot quick 6 bullets into his skull, and he somehow survives, so all is good.
Yeah, I'm very curious how I'm going to explore this area when I'm playing through it. I totally see myself bottlenecking the enemies in that little room. Which I will do tomorrow. Since, are we going to stream tomorrow?
It depends on you. On you too, I mean. I'm up for it, if you want.
I can.
I can too.
Okay, then we'll stream tomorrow. Also. Anyway, for me it's the best game of this year. It's better than Silent Hill. Even.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
For me, it's and this is a personal toss-up. I also loved The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, but that's a meeting, and I know it's a meeting because the Zelda series and the Indie series are both very important game series in my life, and both games are fantastic. And they are 2 very different types of games. So saying one is better than the other, difficult for me. But I will need to do it since I am going to write 2 articles next week. One, my top 10 games I have played this year, and the other, the 10 games I'm looking forward to play in 2025.
Chissà se il duce verrà davvero. Non mi piace.
That's close enough.
Apparently, I'm looking at my Steam yearly roundup, and the Great Circle managed to get itself into the top 3 of my most played games, despite only coming out 2 weeks ago.
So where can you see that again?
I found the link on, if you go into the main store page and I scroll down, there was a Steam replay, big little button.
There it is. Let's look for me. 53 games played. 75 achievements unlocked. And okay, I played Palworld a lot this year.
Of course you did.
And Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew. Obviously.
It's taking him so long.
I want to get on her bad side.
Exploration was my most played game style this year.
Okay, I think we have a cutscene.
Where is that delivery? Have you found it?
Here you are, sister.
Oh, heavens! The Diary of Crescenzo the Mad Priest. This, my dear, is a window straight into the insane mind. How fortunate am I to be reading the lost soul in its own words, expressing its grim unraveling. May God protect you, young man. I have a feeling you might need it.
Father Gallagher.
That's right. From Boston.
My people tell me you have been snooping around the holy city.
Oh? I didn't know priests had people.
I'm no ordinary priest, Mr. Gallagher.
Father Gallagher.
Father, of course. This is not the time to let your prying eyes wander, Father. There are spies and traitors everywhere. Liars, subversives, communists.
Oh. Well, I'll be sure to be careful. Thanks for the warning.
You should be. My eyes see everything, Father, and I'm not merciful. Dai nemici mi guardo io, dagli amici mi guardi Dio.
Amen.
All right. Bug delivered. Clues found. Making progress.
I don't want to be that guy, but I'm getting in the sleepy state.
Okay, so you want to end it now, or it's just a warning for
Bless you,
next?
Father.
I think this is a great exit point for tomorrow. Don't you agree?
Okay. Let
God's
me
grace
just
to
do
you,
this
sister.
picture. And we need to reach a checkpoint.
I think going inside and outside is one.
Okay.
Buonasera, padre.
Father.
It is. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'm sorry to end it a bit abruptly, but I feel myself closing my eyes and.
well, I think we'll have a few streams with this game. It's pretty pretty big. But
Exactly.
I recommend everyone to try it. It's for me, it's my favorite Indiana Jones game now.
Unwrapping says baller stream. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll continue the
Yes,
game.
indeed.
Also, I think it was worth it to struggle to stream it on HDR. So on my iPhone that it looks really good.